Good day, Spartans. Happy Tuesday, May 23rd. You can see the agenda for today. We are continuing to work on our career project. The tasks before you today include the home and car portion of the assignment. By now, you should have completed figuring out the amount of money that you have, the amount of income that you have after taxes, both Social Security and Medicare, as well as your income. You should have figured out the cost already. Should have already completed the cost of going to school, as well as calculating the amount of money that you will be paying each month to repay your student loans. The next two sections, home and auto, for your career project, you will need to access the electronic version of the assignment because there are links embedded in the assignment to actually complete this portion. So you'd obviously click the link from the weekly agenda and open up the assignment, and then you'll scroll down to the two sections that we're working on today. These blue linked words, obviously those are the links to the websites. All right. So the first part of finding your home is you have to get an estimation on what you can afford. So you're going to use the following estimator to figure that out. All right. And typically, what the rule is, you can afford 3 times your salary. So let's say that your salary is $85,000. All right. And you're going to use your full salary here, right? So this is before taxes. 3 times your full salary. So let's say your salary is $85,000 before taxes. The next bit of information that you need to enter in is your monthly loan payment. So let's say you make $85,000 a year and you have a $1,000 monthly student loan payment. And you're going to enter for your down payment $5,000. And I believe it says the debt to income ratio, correct. We're going to set that to 40%. So you're going to open up the advanced option. It's currently set to 36%. You're going to enter 40%. And it should calculate for you that you are able to afford $228,986. That is the max price that you could afford. You'll obviously write down or you enter in whatever amount of money you are capable of paying back. Once you have that rate, that number set, once you have your budget set for a house, you're going to use the realtor.com website to find a house that is within your budget. So let's say you want to live in Inver Grove. You'll type in whatever city you want to live in. And again, it does not have to be in the United States. It has to be in the United States. It doesn't have to be in Minnesota. But you'll type in Inver Grove Heights. And again, you're going to use the information that you have. You can afford $228,986. So from the website, once you're in, you can set a filter, 228,986. Oops. 228,986. You're going to use the information from that estimator to kind of set a parameter on what you can afford. And then your job is to look through all the houses. You can do a house, you can do a condo, you can do a townhouse, whatever you want. But based on your budget, you should be able to find something. The information that I'll need is the total cost of your home. Now, maybe these are the exact same numbers as your estimate. Maybe they're different. Maybe you're not spending as much as you can afford for a house. Maybe you're trying to save. That would make sense. But I'll need the total cost of the home. I'll need the city and the state that you're living in. And I'll need the type of home that you are going to live in. Again, is it a townhouse? Is it a condo? Is it a detached home? I'll just need that information. And then you're going to write down your estimated monthly payment. So if we were to look at one of these houses, here's a townhouse off of Babcock Trail. These are right by Southview. You'll see the full cost right here, $190,000. This comes with an estimated payment of $13 a month, so $1,313 a month. For doing your car, you're going to have to do some math here. All right. You're going to have to estimate yourself how much you're willing to spend on a car. And again, we have some parameters that we've already talked about, right? We never want our debt to income ratio to exceed 40%. We don't want our monthly living expenses exceeding 50% of our income. So you know what your monthly income is after taxes. You know how much you are paying for your student loans, and you know how much money you are now paying for your mortgage. How much money do you have left over? Right? You'll do that math. With that amount of money remaining, then you can set up a budget for how much you are willing to pay each month for a car. There's no website to generate this for you. This is just you thinking about how much money are you comfortable spending a month on a car. Again, we have some rules. We never like our expenses to exceed 50% of our income. Maybe you spent a lot of money on a house. Maybe you're looking to save money on a car. Perhaps you didn't spend a whole lot of money on a house and you're willing to spend a little extra money on a car. That is up to you. But whatever you have left, decide how much money, a couple $100, a few $100, decide how much money you are willing to pay for a car. Once you have that in mind, you'll go to use the link here, autotrader.com. And what you are going to use is the Find Cars by Budget. Right up at the top, you'll click on that. And perhaps you said that you are willing to spend $400 per month on a car. It'll tell you exactly how much you can afford. So you can afford a $24,440 car. And if you click on Search Available Cars or Search Available Inventory, you will see all the cars that you can afford based on the amount that you are willing to spend each month. And again, if you find a car that you like, you'll need the following information. I'll need to know the make and model of the car. So this is a Buick LaCrosse, make and model. I'll need to know the year. This is a 2015, so a few years old. You'll need to know the total cost of the car, which is the big number here in bold, $18,990. And I'll need to know the monthly car payment, which is, according to this, $311 a month. So we've saved some money from our budget. Those are the two things that we need to have done today, in addition to what we should have already completed. All right. The home and car should be done. Again, you'll use the estimator. You'll punch in your income before taxes. You'll enter in the amounts of money that you owe at this. For this part of the assignment, it would just be your student loan payment. You've got a $5,000 down payment, 40% debt to income ratio. It'll tell you what you can afford. And from there, you'll go to realtor.com, enter in the city. You know exactly what you can afford, so you can adjust the price point to filter out those that you can't. And then you'll write down total cost of the home, city and state, type of home you're living in, and the estimated monthly payment. And then you'll do the exact same thing for the car. You've got your income. You'll subtract out what you're paying for student loans, what you're paying for the mortgage, and how much money you have left over, or how much money is remaining. From there, you will decide how much you're willing to spend on a car. Some people are going to spend more, some are going to spend less. Autotrader.com. Again, you can find the cars by budget. You'll get the make and model, year, total cost of the vehicle, and your monthly payment. Tomorrow, I'll show you how to do your retirement accounts as well as your money remaining. Remember, you do have a reading guide to work on this week, and that is due for Thursday. Thursday, when I'm back, we'll begin looking at the first couple of chapters out of the textbook. So you do have the chapter 1 reading guide to complete by Thursday this week, if you find yourself with time remaining today. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for working on this while I've been gone, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Go Spartans.